Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. If you're new here, then welcome. I'm not quite sure if this video is going to be coming on the regular schedule, coming on a Wednesday, or if I'm going to upload this one earlier, just to kind of give back, because last week I was unable to upload a video because my audio got corrupted and I had no more footage to be able to upload. So I thought I would kind of rehash what I was talking about in that video that I'd never got to upload, for that matter. To kind of give you a spark notes, I guess, since you guys will never see the actual video because it's gone. I basically had to drive home with a box sitting in my lap. Not very exciting. But no, I actually did want to talk to you guys about something that I always think about and I think is really interesting. And it's just kind of like, I guess it's kind of like a shower thought, or like a stoner thought, I guess. Just really, really weird shit. Like, do you guys space out? Not space out, I shouldn't say that. Don't space out. But when you're riding your bike, what do you think about if you're not just listening to music? Do you think about what you're gonna do for the day? Do you think about just random ass shit? Like, I don't know. My mind's kind of all over the place. If I don't have my music, sometimes it's almost like a meditation where you just focus on breathing and enjoy the wind and all that. Like, that's honestly one of the most relaxing rides I've ever had, is just kind of going at it like that. And then other times I'll put on friggin' death metal and blare out across the road. But yeah, in case you guys couldn't tell, I'm recording in the morning. I usually never do because, oh goodness, what's up, buddy? I usually never do because I'm always like super tired and I'm not really a good guy to talk to in the morning because I'm just tired still. I haven't had any caffeine. I'm just not the greatest guy to conversate with when it's still the morning. What's up, buddy? But yeah, I might start doing this more. I don't know. We'll see how the footage comes out, because I really do love my morning ride the most, just because I get to watch the sunset, or the sunrise every morning. And what's up, buddy? I don't even see him. I get to watch the sunrise every morning, and it's just really nice to me. But we'll see how it looks on camera. Hopefully it looks pretty good for you guys, because it looks pretty damn nice for me. But the camera could be going light blind from all the headlights and the street lights and everything, so you guys may not be able to see what color the sky really is right now. There was like nobody on bikes my first half. What's up, bud? And now I've seen like 4 people on bikes. I don't know where they all came from. You guys ever just think about how crazy life like actually is? How each individual one of you, there's been just a huge time map that has had to happen all the way up to right now for you to be where you are, for you to have been even born. Like, it's just kind of wild to think about, and how different things could be with such a small change. That if 3 generations ago, John Doe and Mary Jane, if they didn't get together, they wouldn't have had your great-great-grandmother, then your great-grandmother, and your grandmother, and all that. Like, these kind of things just kind of pop into my head, and it's really wild to actually sit back and think about it, and to think about just like how old just our Earth is. Never mind other planets that are like millions, if not billions of years older than our planet. And it's the same thing with the sun. Like, there's other suns that are bigger, have more energy, that are gonna last millions of more years, and we have really never seen one other than just through a telescope. Like, will we ever be able to travel that far? Are we ever gonna have the technology to be able to make it there in a lifetime? Because you think about it, a lot of these stars that you see are like millions of light years away. So that means that in order for us to get there, we would have to travel at the speed of light for 1,000,000 years. Which is just insane to think about how the mind can't actually grasp how large of a space that truly is. I would say below, I don't know, I'm no scientist, I don't actually know, but I would say the mind can't really grasp anything that's over 100,000 people, maybe, if not lower, maybe 10,000. Can't like truly grasp it. You can get kind of a rough idea, but you're gonna start being off by more and more and more the higher up you go. But yeah, it's just kind of wild to think about how specific everyone's life actually is. Like, just whether or not you made one small simple decision would put you in a totally different place. You'd be like, nothing would be the same, and it's just really wild to imagine it like that. And then the theory of like parallel universes, where like for every decision that you could have made, there's a universe out there that made that decision. And whether you had doubts or regrets about not making the right I can't friggin' speak today, about making the right decision, there's a universe out there where you did make that decision. And it's just crazy, because to kind of put your mind into it, that's literally millions and millions of universes. Like a universe where you decided to kill a fly or to not kill a fly, like that's its own thing. Everything else, every other decision is exactly the same. There's a universe out there where you're absolutely dirt poor, and then there's also a universe out there where you have more money than you could ever know what to do with. If only we could all choose that one, right? But no, I guess on that topic, I don't really want that much money that bad. I just want to be able to pay for the things I got and, you know, make it through life without having to essentially live paycheck to paycheck. As the saying goes, more money, more problems, and I truly do believe that is 100% true. I think that money really does cause a lot of tension, whether it's between you and your family, between you and your friends, or somebody you don't even know who just wants a slice of it. It really does create a lot of problems for a lot of people. Yeah, hopefully you guys can at least see a little better now, if you can see at all before. I'm not really sure how well the GoPro films at night. I have never used it at night yet, so I guess this will be kind of a trial run. But yeah, as a few videos ago I mentioned that I might be moving. We are still planning on moving, and we'll hopefully be finding a place with a garage, because I want to bring you guys some more working on the bike, and just like every simple routine maintenance, and just really basic stuff that anybody could do if they just have the tools and the bike. And then eventually I want to do some custom work done, like changing out my rear fender, putting a new headlight on. I've been thinking about putting different bars on. Just because eventually, when this thing does become what I want it to, with a 124, just crazy amount of power, I don't want these style bars. If anything, I might do some MX style bars with risers, just because these, I've done it before. If I was to pull back on these right now, they would just completely fall down and smack my tank, and that's not good if you're going fast. So eventually I'll probably put new bars on this and whatnot, but I was also thinking about it. I don't know if I really want to do it or not. If anybody watching this has a Springer front end, let me know what you guys think about them, because I've thought about doing a Springer front end swap on this one and just kind of getting away from the hydraulics. But I guess I'll wait and see. I gotta do research on that and see what people say about them. I'm sure they're not nearly as soft, but I like the idea of a fork seal not being able to break. And then I've also considered putting a small, a really small, not like crazy, not like I'm trying to make it an off-road bike, but a really small lift in it, just to pick it up a little bit higher. Because I want to be able to shift the weight distribution if I want to, and I want to be able to put more weight on the back tire than on the front tire. And I don't like how much weight gets actually put on the front tire to begin with. So if I can minimize that in a really simple way by being able to put a small lift in it and shift the weight towards the rear, along with, it would come with changing my front steering. But that'd be a ways away, because that would add up to be crazy expensive very quickly, and I don't have that kind of money to blow right now. I wish I did. I wish I could do everything I want to do to this bike, but I don't remember exactly what size it is. But I know S&S just came out with I want to say the largest cam yet for the Milwaukee 8 engines. I haven't done a lot of research on them. I haven't seen any dynos with a bike using them. So I'm curious to see how those do, and how much are they going to be changing. I shouldn't say are they going to be. How much is that going to actually like change the bike's power, the bike's response, and just the raw torque. And also, just because who doesn't love a good cammed out engine, how much does it change the sound? Is it a lot lopier, like blub 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 blub, that type shit, or is it still kind of similar? Because I've seen people who've cammed out their Harleys and they didn't really change it. Maybe it's just because I didn't hear the bike before, but it didn't sound like something that was like cammed out with this crazy big cam. It just sounded like a regular Harley idling. And of course, who doesn't want that notorious, just like, it's obvious that you have a big as hell cam in there sound coming from either their bike or their car or truck or whatever the hell you're making. Everybody loves that sound. I don't know a single person that doesn't. I feel like this bridge is always shut down. It opens up for like a week once a year, and then they're back to working on it. Beautiful. The red sun. How delicious. This really is my favorite part every morning, is coming over this bridge with the sunset to my left and looking over this little beach town. But I am a little early, so I'm just gonna go for a little cruise on my own. Pumpkins. fucking love fall. I just love colder weather. Colder weather. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I like wearing jackets and I like wearing hoodies. I would say that's definitely it. Because it's not that I like being cold, because obviously when it gets too cold I can't ride my bike. But I just love being able to layer up and not feel like crazy hot during the day because it's 90 degrees outside, but I chose to wear a hoodie. I can tell the sunset's really nice, but it's about to get really friggin' bright because that's all I'm gonna see. Yeah, I was actually looking at some of these trailers. Some of them aren't bad, some of them are priced like a regular trailer, but there's literally single wide trailers out here going for $200,000, and that like blew my mind. I couldn't imagine having so much money that I spent $200,000 on a trailer, but I guess the most important thing is if it makes you happy, then why not? I honestly can't wait for politics to be over. I'm gonna tell you guys, if you're old enough to vote, go vote, because that's your given right, and it's important that you speak for yourself. But on the other end of it, I just cannot wait to stop hearing about politics. Like, it's everything I see. I can't even go on like Instagram to look at memes without seeing just politics everywhere, and it's so annoying to me. It's just everything, and it's on every corner. It's insane. And some people get so like wrapped into it and worked up over it. And like, I get it. Obviously there's people in politics that are awful. There's people everywhere that are awful. And if you personally believe that candidate whatever is a horrible I guess representative, then obviously, like I said, that's absolutely your right to go vote and make a change, but there's no need to get so angry all the time about somebody else having a differing opinion, or people just not understanding where you're coming from. And if you are one of those people who get just incredibly angry at someone who has a differing opinion, then I guess the only thing I could say was stop and just try to consider what they're taking in, what they're believing, what they went through to make them that. You know, I'm sorry I'm sniffling. I don't know why. I'm guessing the cold wind gave me a runny nose. But I think that's where I'm gonna wrap this video up. Like I said, if you see this before Wednesday, then I have another video on that's ready for next Wednesday, and this one will be just to kind of give back to you guys for not being able to upload last Wednesday. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this type of content. If you want to see what I'm doing all the time, you can find me over on my social medias. Links will be down in the description below. But until next week, I will see you guys in the next video. Later.